I don't know what's going on. No, it's. See that? I don't know.
I mean, I hear the intro going on this one.
I don't see anything.
And then restart it or some shit. I don't know.
What the fuck is... Oh, dude. We got her.
Are we live?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Technical error.
Add this stream. Okay, we're good.
Technical error, you guys. Shrimp bad.
You could fall down 7 times.
Yeah, he keeps messing up these intros, man.
But you can also stand up 8.
What are you talking about?
This was our 8th time, my friend.
Shrimp Dog is doing good.
October the 9th, 2020. We're back. We're going to do an extra long episode to make up for that.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
Hold on, then.
And because we're doing this long episode, we're definitely taking questions. Excuse the technical difficulties. We got a really cool backdrop outside on the porch, and we wanted to share that. Obviously, you could see us, but for some reason, you couldn't hear us. I don't know. We were having some trouble with my phone and with the iPad, but we're all good now. And just talking a lot today about what has been going on the last few days, the last week, really, and the last few months with this election as well. So we're going to take a look at the micro and the macro of the situation we have here in the West, particularly in the United States. As you can tell from our accents, we are Americans. Currently on the East Coast right now.
Thank you for the donation, DJ Ronnie G.
Thank you, DJ Ronnie G, for that very kind. We're at the Shrimp Castle right now. We're just 2 young Jedi trying to make our way in the universe.
West Coast wildfires are definitely like out of this world, once in a lifetime crazy event, but they say it's going to happen every year now, so that doesn't seem very good to me.
Astrophotography. Can you define that, DJ Ronnie G?
I think he just means like taking pictures of the stars and planets and stuff.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's pretty crazy, actually, that the smoke is messing up with that. That's pretty wild. There's so much smoke on the East Coast. It's messing up with that.
It is.
I wonder how much like pollution we're breathing in extra.
Insane. And I would love to see your photography if DJ Ronnie G wants to share his photography link. If he has one, he's definitely welcome to do that, I would say. I know who. Well, I think you're coming from Shrimp's channel, so that's great. It's fantastic. Oh yeah, you definitely are, because I got demonetized, and
I'm basically demonetized anyways.
We do have the store, so that's good. We have the store, so Shrimp is monetized, but they kind of demonetize them in a sly way. So, what do you want to start with? Armenia, Azerbaijan. We
love to talk about Shia Islam in Azerbaijan and Turkey on Shrimpsu. We love to live stream geopolitical world events relating to COVID, because that's very fascinating to a lot of people.
Yeah, we went to Buffalo. We had BLM protests.
It's funny how you maintain a straight face when I say that.
And you broke up my thought process now. We went to Buffalo, BLM protests, very rude people, cantankerous, bellicose, belligerent.
We want to go to another one. I don't know. I want to go to at least one more.
Let's do it. We're going to do it.
If we get the invite from Antifa, it would always be nice.
I still haven't decided where I'm going to be for the election.
Somewhere safe, obviously. I would.
Somewhere safe.
Not
Yes.
not in like
I
a
hope.
downtown city, and like not downtown Kenosha,
Yeah.
not downtown Rochester at a bar.
That's probably not the best place to
Yeah.
be. But if anybody, speaking of that, if anybody want to hit up the bars, election night, hit me up. You pick the place. We'll just meet there. Okay, so DJ Ronnie G is gonna share his astrophotography
Check out his channel.
video.
Sounds intriguing.
Got the shrimp merch. Yes, sir.
Dude, I cannot get my math straight.
It's a sign of COVID because you can't get your math straight.
Obviously.
Armenia, Azerbaijan. There's mercs being sent there from the west. In the what is that west? The west, right? Yeah. Syria.
Yeah. See, if you go to my channel and you hit those, and you like hit my face there, Shrimp Zoo, you can go to store, and you can see there's merch, socks, shirts, masks, hoodies.
We got some leggings too, sweatshirts.
Yeah, there's some more stuff coming.
Just put on George Webb mug. As
Cool.
soon as it gets approved, it'll be on there. So that's pretty cool.
George Webb said he wanted to interview me on the channel and stuff, so I'm gonna do that. That's what Addy told me.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing more collabs with George Webb and Neighborhood News Hour as well. I'm actually heading down there this week. That's where I'm going, or this coming week actually. That's where I'm going after hanging out with Shrimp. Say his name, Seth Rich. Word. Scarlet Fever is out China just making viruses, says Sharon Seabrooks.
Shout out to Sharon Seabrooks, Jessa, DJ Ronnie for sure, because he's a mod on my channel. Who's back? Back again? Is that like inside meme for my intros? Is that what that is, Eddie?
I don't know what that is.
What are my so-called rap intros? I'm not sure.
Curly hair is a sign of COVID. Why do you say that, Curl Young?
I don't have curly hair. I don't think so.
Julian Assange. Notorious. Famous.
I was watching let's watch that Jimmy Dore video.
Jimmy Dore.
Let's watch that Jimmy Dore video.
Also famous. Although I actually did not know who Jimmy Dore was prior to today. This man taught me who Jimmy Dore is, so I don't know if that's significant or not.
Not that significant, but
all right, let's get into this story.
He's okay. I know that you like Julian Assange. That's the only reason I bring it up.
About being spied on by a parent CIA contractor that targeted Assange. So not only is mainstream U.S. reporters pretty silent on the Julian Assange trial in general, and but this is another stunning story that Max Blumenthal reveals that they've been spying on these reporters, and these reporters don't care. All right, let's get into it, right?
Doors are right
Despite being
for
spied
hardcore
on and having their
leftists.
privacy
Pretty
invaded
much,
by the
probably
UC
about how I
global
feel.
firm that targeted Julian Assange, reporters from major U.S. news
He's
outlets
comedian,
have said
too.
nothing in protest. Of course not. Okay. A Spanish security firm contracted by U.S. intelligence spied on several U.S. reporters, including Ellen Nakashima, the top national security reporter of the Washington Post, and Lowell Bergman, a New York Times and PBS veteran.
So he's basically saying that like the American government intelligence agencies and stuff hired Spanish security firms and other security firms to spy on Julian Assange, and they were plotting to poison him. He's using a bunch of news articles.
Being spied on, and the UC Global spied on numerous journalists.
Yeah, drop
with
out of
the aim
school.
of sending their information
If you don't like
US
it,
intelligence through an FTP server.
become a
based at the
YouTuber.
company
That way you could
headquarters
become
and
broke.
through hand-delivered
Word.
hard drives. Nearly all of those reporters have so far refused invitations
Shout out
to
to
join
Jenny.
the criminal
I always see
complaint.
you commenting.
Tweet, The New York Times top national security reporter David Sanger and Washington Post columnist David Ignatius are on a private island hobnobbing with the leading spooks of the United States and the UK at the
Is this
Recon
significant, Eddie?
2020 conference sponsored by private spies
Story
and the CIA's
on Assange.
Intel conference.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh my
For
God.
sure. We got
Okay, a little bit more.
David
Correspondents
Ignatius
from a major
and
US
David, some
newspaper
other
were
dude.
presented with
These
detailed evidence of UC Global
big
spying
wig
on
journalists, media heads, and they're meeting with the top upper brass of our intelligence community. You know, I would say that's pretty significant. And if we look at it in the context of the Assange case, then we see just how entrenched the media is with the intelligence community, the dark side. And speaking of that dark side, Morales was the link
Shrimpsu.
between.
Yo, seriously, subscribe to my channel because I swear I'm blacklisted. So subscribe. Also, subscribe to the podcast too.
Yeah, do that. Subscribe to.
If you don't, I'm gonna be mad. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I'm gonna be mad.
This is going to my personal Facebook page, my fan page on Facebook, my YouTube channel, Shrimp's YouTube channel.
No, Jessa, she's about to leave.
Our pandemic podcast channel, my Twitter, my backup YouTube, my Periscope, and my Twitch. As I was saying, Julian Assange, UC Global, was the name of the company that was the private intelligence security agency that was hired.
Everybody's phone is dying here.
By the U.S.
You're about to lose mad viewers here.
Morales of UC Global claims he went to the dark side.
Oh, shout out Deborah. I saw you on George Webb's channel. Not channel.
Wait, what?
The neighborhood news channel.
Yeah, that was that it? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw Deborah there earlier. We got two Sharons. Where's the other Sharon in here?
Yeah, and
hospitals overran. Yeah, COVID. Should we get into a little bit of COVID? Definitely like second, third waves going around. I don't know. You can call them waves if you want.
Let me just finish this thought on Assange, and we go to COVID. Morales went to the dark side. His own words. He went to the dark side. He went to the dark side. What does he mean by that? He was the link, the point man for the corporation that accepted the contract from the United States of America to do surveillance on Julian Assange, breaking international law, by the way. He was the man. And he is on trial in Spain, which is significant. And of course, Julian Assange, as I've covered on my channel, has been at the Old Bailey in London. Now, again, that wrapped up last week. Was it last week? It was last week. Last week or this week?
Yeah, check this.
The days are just melting together.
All right,
Samuel Schulman.
Yeah, this is a good.
Do you guys think Trump
to COVID
is sicker than he is letting on with COVID?
He told me he did the other day.
Yeah,
and
I
actually said no, and he said yes.
I saw a video of Trump. I don't know where he was, but he was talking shortly after he got discharged from the hospital, and his face was so caked up with makeup. He looked really orange. It was a bad makeup job. If you're a makeup artist and you did that, you would hopefully be dissatisfied with your work.
He always looks like a weird shade of orange, though.
He doesn't, though. Sometimes they get it right, and then it kind of looks like his own skin color. Here's the thing: as
somebody who's not like a super mega fan, I think like the liberal media overplayed like him calling in to Hannity and stuff. He wasn't coughing on Hannity. Like, obviously his voice is going to be like a little crackly. He just got over COVID-19. Like, it's not going to sound 100%. It's going to sound like he just got over like one of the worst flus he ever had, where he had to have an experimental antibody serum.
Have you seen these pictures of the... Let me know if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
I think he's getting better.
You think Trump's getting better?
Yeah. I don't think he can do the debate because I think he's still infectious, but I think in a few days he'll be fine. Unless there's like long-term effects. They say Parkinson's and stuff, but I don't think he's going to live long enough to get that. I don't know. I think he's going to be fine, to be honest.
He, I think, is very highly resistant to stress in a way that Joe Biden is not. I think Joe Biden, for whatever reason, I don't know if he did
Dude,
more drugs when he was
Joe
younger
Biden can't
or
live for 8 more years, not get COVID,
what he did
and
exactly.
live for 8 more years and be in the prime. Joe Biden lives for 8 more years, and those are going to be like his declining years. He's not living for like 20 years or something. How long does Joe Biden have left? Let's be honest. Let's be unpolitically correct here.
Vote. Get
Joe
out
Biden-
there and vote.
Dude,
Do the vote.
Joe Biden's on his deathbed.
Vote.
He just is. Joe Biden's on his deathbed. He can't live for 8 more years in prime condition, well enough to be president. Like, I'm surprised Trump got over COVID. I don't think Biden's going to do so well. Maybe I'm wrong, though, but I don't know. Joe Biden doesn't seem fit to be president, and I don't really like Trump, but Joe Biden does not really seem too fit.
Yeah, I think Trump's more intelligent, in better shape physically. That being said, he is overweight, obese apparently, according to the BMI. But I don't know. I mean, 230 for a 6'2" guy. That's not that overweight.
I still think that Biden wins the election, though.
Yeah. Don't turn on me and be a right-wing person.
No, I'm not right wing. I'm pretty liberal.
See, this is great about us chatting, is because we have
right,
in our audience we have left, right, and middle. Like we have listening.
He's the right wing, and I'm the more liberal, but he's pretty liberal in a lot of stuff. No, I'm not right wing, but I mean, I don't belong to a certain political party. I'm like neutral.
Comments.
Going conservative? Well, just Joe Biden sucks, dude. He's like dying of dementia and like Alzheimer's and stuff. You could see it. Everything he does is strange. How he interacts with kids and women and like all these interviews he does, you could see it. He has like a brain parasite or something. I don't know. Did Donald Trump have the FBI infect him with a brain parasite to give him Alzheimer's?
I'm O neg. RH negative. If he's O blood type,
I'm just joking, but like COVID. Biden just, if they had Andrew Yang or something like that, or Tulsi Gabbard, or like somebody else, Rand Paul, they had somebody else up there, it would be just better.
I was just thinking that thought just occurred to me. I was like, wouldn't he rather just like be with his family? He probably would. But he just like sold his soul, so he can't do anything. Before all this
happened, before COVID happened, I was planning on voting for Bernie Sanders, but now I never will because he caved into Joe Biden, supports him, and he's supposed to be like different, like how Trump was different, but he caved into the establishment. I like Yang. We're already doing a lot of things that Yang wanted to do, like $1,000 a month. We're already trying to fight for all these stimulus packages. Trump said we're not going to have a stimulus package till after the elections. I think that's really going to hurt him because everybody wants a stimulus package, regardless of your politics, unless you're super rich. But everyone really wants it. Addie's the one with the brains because he's right wing, and I am stupid because I'm a libtard. That's pretty obvious to me.
This is funny. Even though that's she's probably saying that's like ironic in the American educational system.
I mean, I have some conservative views.
What would you say is your most conservative view?
Like I have like a Jesus painting in my patio.
Are you a Jesuit?
Knights Templar / Masonic / yeah, I am. No, I'm not super religious, but I have liberal and conservative views. I'm not like a slave to like Democrats or Republicans. Donald Trump's not Hitler. He's not a monster. I don't even think he's racist at all. He's not the best presidential candidate, and Joe Biden's even worse presidential candidate.
Yeah.
If they had a good candidate, then I'll vote for him. Like Yang or something, or Tulsi.
Tulsi is bad, dude. She's a
Is
bad.
she? I don't know. There's other Democrats that I would
And
vote for.
for my older demographics, bad does not. I like her politics a lot.
Just
she is bad.
Joe Biden already was in power
Bad.
like his entire life. He didn't do anything for black people or minorities or police reform or any of these things that Democrats want. Gonna take your AKs, Joe Biden. That's probably he might.
Yeah, I miss. Oh, there we are.
AK-14s, is that what he called them?
That's what he said. AK-14.
I guess so.
Warn against political parties.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the political parties suck, really.
Yeah. I actually don't. I can't answer that question. I don't know.
There's conservatives and liberals I would vote for. Like, I would vote for Rand Paul, and he's Republican, or I would vote for Andrew Yang, and he's a Democrat.
Yeah. Democrats, man. It's
I don't
crazy.
know.
It seems like it's always in flux, you know, it's going left to right.
You're
like
voting
a pendulum.
you're voting for Trump. I'm able to sit next to you.
Yeah, man.
I know people that are Democrats, and I am able to get along with them, and Republicans, as long as they're not like super right wing or super left wing, like not crazy.
Should we do a thing on Yellowstone one day?
It's about to explode like any day, apparently.
Old Faithful?
Yeah,
The geyser?
they say it is. It'll wipe out like the West Coast when it does happen.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being 100% serious.
Can you explain that? What does that mean?
I don't know. Do you want me to pull up a quick video on it?
Let's do it. I'll look at comments in the meantime. But into the AK-14s. Oh, yeah, look at that. She said, Shrimp, learn about Yellowstone's super volcano.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Largest volcanoes is gearing up to explode. It's known as the Yellowstone volcano.
We're learning.
It's
You put
not
on
just
22.
any regular volcano. Nope. It's a super volcano.
23.
If Yellowstone decided to erupt,
Yeah.
the results would be devastating. But how bad would they be? Is
Can I see
there
that thing?
anything we can do to stop it? Would it affect the entire world? And how would this change our weather? This is What If. And here's what would happen if the Yellowstone volcano erupted tomorrow. Located in Wyoming in the United States, Yellowstone has erupted 3 times in the past 2 million years. This has led some people to wonder whether we should be worried about another Yellowstone eruption in the near future. And by near future, we mean probably in another couple 100,000 years. But instead of
Yo, look at
waiting
what
so
Santa
long,
Claus said.
why don't we find out what would happen if the eruption
Santa Claus
took
said the
place
ladies seem to
tomorrow?
like me a lot. Is that
If
true?
you live in North America, there
I hope
would be
so.
virtually nothing you could do to prepare. Now that
You
this
see that comment? Do you think that's true?
exploded, well, first, what makes Yellowstone a super volcano anyway?
You have a lot of
Apart
lady
from it being
followers.
larger in size,
They're all older
a
than me.
super volcano
Which is totally
also
fine,
produces
ladies.
a much more massive
My last
explosion.
girlfriend was older.
Most of the time, when
I appreciate all the women followers. That's why I'm trying to come out with more like women's merch and stuff.
covering the surrounding area. Well, while that would happen at Yellowstone, and it
We're
is
learning.
something you'd need to worry about, it wouldn't be the only thing. In fact, the lava pouring out of the volcano might be the least of your worries. Surprisingly, there wouldn't be much of it. At least not as much as you'd expect from a supervolcano. That's because
They tried to kill
before
me.
lava
Well,
leaves a volcano, it's first
I don't know
known
if they
as
tried to kill
magma.
me, but they tried to fight me and they threw water in my face.
A lot of Yellowstone's magma
I
won't
forget
be
who.
able to become lava. That's because it will be shot
Me and
up into
Antifa
the
are going to be
sky,
friends one day.
becoming airborne ash
Parties and
particles.
What do you think the
And
possibility
it
of
won't
me and
just be any
Antifa
type of
becoming
ash.
friends?
These will be tiny,
Not very good.
scorching
A
little
mass
particles
pool
of
protection
jagged
volcano.
rock. Now this would affect
Just
nearly
as the
the
anti-
Yo,
entire
yo,
United
hold on,
States
hold on.
and
Yo,
Canada.
move
What's up?
move
Oh,
out
my
of
bad.
this thing.
Let me get out of here, guys.
Yo, let's watch this
And
replay.
it won't just be any type of ash. These will be tiny, scorching little.
Look how much
particles
of
jagged
America
rock.
is destroyed if this
Now,
happens.
this would affect nearly
Shout out
the
Jessa.
entire United States and Canada. Tens of millions of people within 1,000 kilometers of the eruption will
What?
die.
Tens of millions of people will die. Yo, we straight learned about that right now. Who suggested that?
That was
Yeah.
Sharon, I think.
Yeah. Shout out Sharon.
Parties are inevitable.
Tens of millions of people will die.
If you
Apparently.
breathe the ash, which would be inevitable in a scenario like this, it would form a cement-like mixture in your lungs, causing you to suffocate. Buildings would collapse as just 30 centimeters
Is
of
Deborah
ash
right on
is
this?
enough to cave roofs in.
Yeah, is Deborah right on that
Still be in
comment?
trouble, even if you were outside that
know.
1,000-kilometer range.
Makes you think.
You don't know.
Experts say that even the
Ukraine,
east coast of the
Biden,
United States would be
absconding.
covered with 1 centimeter of ash, which would
USA,
still be incredibly dangerous to our human lungs. Even parts of Europe would see some ash,
What?
maybe a light dusting, and that wouldn't be the only effect they'd experience. Apart from the deadly ash everywhere, the entire world would experience a temperature drop. The
Dang.
ash lingering in the air would block out the sun, resulting in significant weather changes.
What?
The global
That's how the world's
temperature
gonna
would
look.
drop by 10 degrees, an
Wow.
effect which could last as long as a decade.
Dang,
The
dude.
Be an
ash
ice
would
age,
also
dude.
affect
Mini-
crops,
mini ice
water
age.
supply, and
we got
virtually
hella
everything
comments in
else
here.
in the western part of the world. So, although you probably
Yeah, this somehow
survived the
turned
initial
into a
explosion,
Yellowstone video.
you'd eventually suffer the consequences of the ash.
Oh, Al's in
Whether that
here.
means dying relatively
Al, I don't know if
quickly
you
or
emailed me because I haven't checked
living long
recently,
enough
but
to
definitely
experience a
email me.
colder,
I want to do this
harsher
video with
world.
you soon.
Luckily, you can take a deep breath of
Or you can,
ash
Email
knowing
email
that
me, Al,
something
because
like
you
he's
can-
bad at his email.
probably
You
never
can,
happened,
yo,
at least
don't be
not
saying
in our
that. We're
lifetime.
live.
An
I'm good
eruption
with
like
my
this at
email, Al.
Yellowstone would be known as a supervolcanic
I would check it
eruption.
right now, but it will show on the
A more
screen.
likely explosion at Yellowstone
Can I
would be a
check it?
hydrothermal
Sure,
eruption.
join. Oh, now he's checking his
This
email,
mainly
guys.
involves
I'm
a lot of
checking to see
steam
Maybe you did
and
message
some
him.
rocks
Should
hurling
I?
through the air.
Let's check.
Although something like this would be bad, it wouldn't be nearly as scary as what we're getting here. A more likely eruption at Yellowstone would be a relatively simple lava flow. In fact, since the last major explosion, 600,000 years ago, we've had nearly 50 of these eruptions and 0 casualties. We know one
I don't
way
think
to
Al's
almost certainly
emailed me
get
back.
killed by lava, and it involves dropping your
Yo, Al,
trash.
I
into
don't
it.
think you emailed me back, Al.
But that's a story.
I'm pretty sure I
Or another.
emailed you.
What if?
Email me back. Or hit Addy up on Twitter. Or hit me up on Twitter because I'll check that too.
Or Instagram. Whatever. We could actually see Shrimp trying to be friends with Antifa. He'd be like, why are you guys beating me up? I like you guys.
That's pretty much what happened. That's pretty much what happened twice.
I actually had a newspaper route when I was a lad, believe it or not. I'm still that old. I'm still
newspapers.
that old. I can say that, right?
Yeah, so what do we think about Yellowstone? It's pretty much gonna
So is that for sure gonna happen? Because if so, I don't know. I mean, it's a good thing I'm on the East Coast.
dude, I hate how we have these commercials.
Good luck
on my
finding
videos.
those virgins. There, Jess. Look at this. You guys start sacrificing.
Wait, what
virgins
are we
to
talking
Yellowstone.
about versions for in here? That's
In our previous
demonetized
video, we
already.
explained
Oh
what
my
would happen
goodness.
if the Yellowstone supervolcano was going to erupt in our lifetime.
Dude, this is like the last thing we need. Who suggested this?
What?
As mentioned before,
Yellowstone?
Oh,
the
nice.
total amount of
Nice,
underground volume of the Yellowstone
Go watch
volcano
El's
is still
channel
about
too.
6 to 8%
She has some interesting videos. I've watched a few of them recently.
Oh, this
Watch-
is one of your
I watched-
subscribers.
I watched El's video on the Amazon drone coming out.
This is like a collab real time because like there's subs
Is
that are
Eddie
listening
knows
right
I would
now.
never be into Amazon drones or Amazon Alexas or anything, so
about 40
thought that was a good video.
colossal super eruptions have occurred on our planet.
Is this the same video?
dude, you know I have
Biggest
Amazon
eruptions was
Alexas.
that of
dude.
the Toba supervolcano.
You know you have what?
About
I know.
70
I watched El's
years
video
ago.
on the Amazon drone. I want to get rid of my Amazon Alexas now. She freaked me out with her video.
Oh, that video. Yeah, I saw that.
So
Yeah.
deadly and devastating.
What do you? Anybody listening? Do you guys have Alexa? I don't live in New York.
Well, would you have an Alexa?
From Wisconsin.
But then I was thinking, what's the difference between that,
You ever been to Wisconsin?
and your cell phone? You know?
The Toba event may have triggered a volcanic winter lasting 6 to 10 years and probably kicked off global cooling.
Killer asteroids? Whoa, should we get into that too?
Wait, I want to see this
Get into
journey.
all these crazy things that are going to happen.
You just have the illusion of freedom and democracy. The country was founded by Freemasons, Illuminati, but everyone is orgasmic over the Constitution.
Oh, this is a clip that Canadian Pepper just had on his channel. That's funny. I was just watching Canadian Pepper, and he had this clip on his channel. Alright, let's get into killer asteroids. Alright, this video took a whole crazy different turn. I don't even know.
Should we talk about what's going on in Wisconsin? We did mention briefly before.
Yeah, killer asteroids in the back, Wisconsin on the...
In the front.
Yeah.
Wauwatosa.
Makes no sense at all. Shout out to hippies, including that hippie lady.
Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. I saw protests this week because of a shooting of a man running away from a black, not that it should matter, police officer. And they did release video. It was redacted. You could see him running away, but they took out the actual point of getting shot at and getting the bullets through the body. I did want to mention that. I don't know how dark we want to get here tonight, but
Not too dark.
Okay, I'll cap it. You pick the subject.
Well, just don't make it too dark.
I don't know what to talk about now.
These killer asteroids, dude. Do you know anything about them?
Killer asteroids?
Yeah.
No,
A lot of people are telling us.
I love killer asteroids.
Gasolin's killer asteroids.
Are they real?
Well, yeah. Asteroids, there's like an asteroid belt like rotating around us. Yeah. They've hit before. That's what they say killed all the dinosaurs.
That was like chicken. Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys.
Oh, come on.
Jim's gonna have a seizure. Isn't that what Chicken Little's about? It's like warning. Oh no, it's an alien invasion.
These are impact simulations if a killer asteroid were to hit the Earth.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much hoping that this does not happen.
Mm-hmm.
We have COVID. I don't think we're going to survive COVID and something like this.
Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, it's going order. We redacted that ish and he shot himself.
What was she talking about?
It's somebody's username. Yeah, what are you referencing there, Deborah? 60-foot disc object.
Like UFO?
Found
I
under
could
the
get
ice.
into UFO. Oh, should we get into that next, Deborah?
In Antarctica. You and
so obviously,
shrimp can go very deep.
Obviously, killer asteroids, like,
with UFOs.
Pretty much end of the world if that happens from those videos.
Hope everyone is having a good Friday night with us. We're live from New York. New York. Now we're in Buffalo, in the Buffalo area. It's actually been colder here than it has been in Wisconsin. Because of that, tried really hard today to enjoy the sunlight. And yeah, I think we did. It was good. Whacked some weeds. And yeah, but back to geopolitics.
I can't find any
Saudi Arabia
UFO videos.
Shrimp. Oh wait, we're still on UFOs. Okay.
Yeah, I always cover UFOs.
Okay. Yeah. What are your thoughts on UFOs, Shrimp?
Me? Oh, they're probably real. Whether it's military or aliens, there's definitely like aliens out there, right? What do we think about Trump's swollen eye socket? Looks like he got punched.
I don't think I saw that.
Dude, it's obvious. Biden and his assassins jumped the fence overnight, snuck into the White House, sucker punched Trump, got out of there. I don't know. Does Deborah think that he got COVID or not? I mean, I personally think he got COVID. Do you think that he got COVID, or do you think it was like a psyop or whatever?
I'm beginning to think that he actually did get sick.
I just don't think it's that big a deal. I think he got like a pretty bad flu, but he had like crazy like top of the line medicine, so then he's like got better. I just think he got sick.
He looks swollen.
It was swollen. Check out a picture.
I'm trying to find one here. I'm gonna have to go to Twitter. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, should I pull up these UFO videos? You want me to do UFOs?
Can you expand more? Because I don't buy UFOs. I think they're part of Smith
Well,
Munt.
this-
I think UFOs are Smith Munt.
Well, this is like
Fox is Smith Munt. CNN is Smith Munt. UFOs. Oh yeah. Speaking of psyops,
Shrimp Zoo.
what's this?
This is me, Shrimp Zoo.
Let's talk about the FBI case where they thwarted a kidnapping in Michigan. I'm not buying this at all.
You don't believe this UFO video? Because this is the most real. Like,
Okay.
the Pentagon and
Let's
all
watch
that
it.
released it. Joe Rogan interviewed the guy. Other places did too. He's a legit pilot. There's a bunch of videos. Mexico declassified some. A whole bunch of countries have. You don't think it's real? Yeah, that's pretty strange that Blink-182 like released UFO videos. What do you think?
UFOs. Do I believe in them?
The government keeps releasing these types of videos. It's like several videos they've released now.
I don't think it's real. I do think there's a chance that.
I mean, Harry Reid is like saying there's UFOs and stuff, basically.
I mean, if there's external life, I think in the form of animals, we are smarter than them.
Why did they put these stories out there? Exactly. Who knows? I don't know. This is like military like video of UFOs, and they're saying they're flying at like faster than like the speed of light, dropping 60,000 feet to like ocean level, and then in like a millisecond.
Yeah. Hold that thought.
Where do you think Addy's going? I'm taking over the show. He's left. Eddie's left the show, obviously. So where else do you think he's went? He's not on the camera. This is now my show, Shrimp Zoo. Like and subscribe to my channel. Check out Shrimp Zoo merchandise. Check out theshrimpzoo.com. There's hand sanitizer and everything like that. DARPA. Ella's saying this is DARPA. What do you have to say to that?
I don't know what you're talking about. DARPA. What is DARPA? For those that don't know.
We'll look it up on your phone.
Let's do that. DARPA. We barely have mods, dang. We got DJ Ronnie G is modding.
We'll make Ella mod. Dude, is she a mod on my channel? Dude, make Ella a mod.
You have to go on
channel.
YouTube itself to do that, I think. Jeff, been a subscriber since like February. To whom, Jeff? To whom have you been subscribed? No fue personal. Of course.
Use YouTube.
I want to take out your trash. Look at this, Sharon. Hey, it's Karen. Sharon and Karen. Always keep in mind the fact that
Alright, next time I live stream, I'll make some more mods on my channel.
Smith Munt, people. Smith Munt.
Yeah, I'm about to make Ella a mod on Shrimp Zoo next time I live stream.
And what I mean...
So you don't believe any of these like official military videos of UFOs?
I think most of them are fake, if not all of them.
Defense Advanced Research Projects. DARPA. I'm on their official website. They're working closely with Defense and Department of Health and Human Services. They're doing like space stuff.
Yeah. DARPA.
Are they bad?
Is this girl wants to be modded?
They're responsible for the development of emerging technologies for use by the military. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure there might plenty of room to be bad.
Is that your subscriber?
Who?
She wants to be my
Jessa? Yeah. Jessa is my...
DJ Ronnie G. They fund university stuff too. I've been a mod for 5 years. Lol, Sharon Sears. What are you doing, Karen? Turn that down. Let's move on from UFOs, can we?
Yeah, I added hella moderators.
Okay, we're moving on from UFOs. We're going to Michigan. The feds tried to... Well, let's put... Okay, here's the story. Here's what's being told. What's being told is that there are 4 men, or I guess it's like a dozen men now, that are arrested in some sort of plot to kidnap or assassinate. Kidnap.
I added hella moderators on here.
Kidnap
Shih
Governor
Tzu.
Whitmer. Now,
Don't let me distract you.
I am not buying it at all. I think it's a spook operation. I think that the FBI set these guys up. I think that the FBI
Alright, so-
is lying.
The UFOs are... That's fake.
I think it's fake.
Alright. I say it's real. He says it's fake.
Andrew McCabe is on big time talk show hosts saying just a bunch of, like, since when does a spy go on the most popular talk show host in the country, arguably, and explain what his opinion is of the president? Not just any spy, but the head of the spies. Andrew McCabe did this. How does that make any sense in any sort of regular universe? The spy comes out and talks to the talk show host on national television and tells them that he thinks the president is colluding with a foreign state. Wouldn't that be like a topic of national security such that it wouldn't be discussed on national television, let alone in a, anywhere else, like say a bar? Why would you,
Well, let's watch this news clip.
I mess that up, let alone on national television? Do you guys know what I mean?
Federal search warrants yesterday arrested 6 suspects in all of this in connection with
Staff
their
drugs,
investigation into buying explosives and
That's
whatnot
official
to
Shih
go
Tzu
after
message.
Whitmer at her vacation home. A news conference has begun now on this, and we will watch. Belleville, Milford, Cadillac, Shelbyville, Plainwell,
Dang.
Zealand, Munith,
Sharon's phone
Ovid,
finna die
Kalamazoo,
out there.
Charlotte,
I like how you say finna because I say that too.
Sterling Heights, and
So
Shelby
that's
Township.
nice.
Our efforts uncovered
Feel bad for
elaborate
you.
plans
Plug
to
that phone
endanger
in.
the lives of law enforcement
Dang, it died?
officers,
Well, how could you, if it died,
and
how'd
the
she
broader
say that?
public. The
Well, you're still out there.
multi-front operation to apprehend the suspects in question was carefully coordinated and skillfully executed, resulting, very fortunately, in no
Sharon will
casualties.
be back.
Now, before we announce the preliminary charges, I want to thank the hundreds of law enforcement officers who worked across agencies and across state lines, and we are very grateful for their safety. And with that, I'll ask U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Michigan, Mr. Andrew Burge, to tell you a little bit more about the effort.
Yeah, where'd you go, Eddie, and what are you doing?
Thank you,
Why would
Attorney
you-
General Nessel.
Why would you suddenly leave off camera?
Last night, the FBI
Oh, I knew we would.
arrested 6 individuals.
Oh, we knew we would get you in here eventually, Sharon.
with conspiring to
Nice.
kidnap
We got Sharon
the
in
governor
here.
of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer.
Sharon's like the ultra mod.
According to the complaint, on
Oh,
Saturday
and Sharon's a
morning,
member too, so
Adam Fox,
that's what's up.
Barry Croft, Ty Garvin, Caleb Franks,
Big news, Sharon's finna plug her phone in.
and Brandon Caserta conspired to
Eddie
kidnap
Ed is
the governor
always
from her
serious.
vacation home in the Western District of Michigan.
Oh yes,
before the
100%.
November
Luna
election.
wants to go
Under
outside.
federal law, each of these
Right.
individuals faces a term of any number of years.
Eddie
to
has
life in
COVID.
prison if convicted. Fox,
Oh, I just sneezed
Reverend
thrice,
Frank
but I'm okay,
Starr,
people.
Oh, Santa Claus is your governor.
residents of Michigan.
Yeah, I guess Santa Claus lives in Michigan, but
All of us standing here today want the public to know that federal and state law enforcement are committed to working together to make sure violent extremists
Fauci's
succeed
deep state, apparently.
with their plans, particularly
Right?
when they target our duly elected
Yes.
leaders. The federal complaint in this case
I'm about
alleges that
to
the
go later
FBI began an investigation.
I have to
this year
take
after becoming aware
Okay.
a
Yeah.
1 minute break or less. Probably 30 seconds. Don't leave. If you leave, I'll probably die. Don't leave the
can you
stream.
give me a
I'll be right back. Yo, don't say that on the camera. They're gonna hear you.
And clandestine recordings, law enforcement
Where the-
particularly
I'm okay, guys. I did
planning to kidnap
sneeze 3 times.
and acting
But
in furtherance
I'm
of
okay.
that plan. The alleged conspirators used operational security measures.
I'm just gonna let it ride.
Communicating by encrypted messaging platforms and used code words and phrases in an attempt to avoid detection by law enforcement. Among other activities, members of this conspiracy on 2 occasions conducted coordinated surveillance on the governor's vacation home. Fox and Croft, in particular, according to the complaint, discussed detonating explosive devices to divert police from the area of the home. And Fox even inspected the underside of a Michigan highway bridge for places to seat an explosive. The complaint further alleges that Fox purchased a taser for use in the kidnapping and that the group successfully detonated an improvised explosive device wrapped with shrapnel to test its anti-personnel capabilities.
Thanks, man.
The FBI and
Shrimp got me
police
some water,
executed arrests of several
for which I am
conspirators
eternally grateful.
when they were meeting on the east side of the state to pool funds for explosives in
Ah,
exchange
shrimp
for
water. It's gonna be in the store
This
one day.
investigation is ongoing. Agents of the Detroit field office of the FBI and other members of their Joint Terrorism Task Force, including the Michigan State Police, are conducting this investigation. Agents in the Baltimore field office of the FBI, which covers Delaware,
All right, let's
have
pause
also
this.
assisted.
Yeah.
My office, the U.S. Attorney.
So they say that there was this ingenious, well-calculated plot to kidnap the governor, somehow connected to Trump, somehow connected to Donald Trump. This is like when you're like, I don't know if anybody's ever been in this situation where you're just like the man and everybody's trying to take you down. And you just know they're just trying to mess with you, just try to get in your head. That's what it seems like to me.
What is this guy's name? I'm Shrimp Stew, obviously. Everybody knows me. But
Oh, is this just a beat? Nice.
this Addy. This Addy ads.
Is that he adds
We're making music, live streaming,
Anakin
geopolitical
Skywalker,
talk,
YouTube's
political talk.
chosen one.
We got a Dead Mall video coming out, Dead Mall series video coming out.
Series.
Might do 1 or 2 more Dead Mall videos while Eddie's here. We probably gonna do Rochester video.
This is the Pandemic Podcast, The Great Awakening.
With Addy ads and Shrimp Stew.
We are trying to learn about everything that has been going on in the world today. I'm just thinking of YouTubers I really like, people
Oh
that...
shit! Yo, let's shout out YouTubers.
Yeah, let's do it. Do you want to go
Do it.
first or should I go
'Cause
first?
I didn't really want to do that, but Eddie
Okay, I'm going to do it.
said he did.
Anna Brees,
Well, is she a
I think,
YouTuber?
is awesome. She's like I guess she would consider herself a journalist. She used to work at the BBC. I did a video on her channel where she hosted, well, she still does. I actually think she made her own channel specifically for, I call them citizen tidbits, or basically citizens from around the world put their opinion onto a channel. And it's like 5 to 6 minutes. So I did that for Anna Brees over in the United Kingdom. I also want to shout out Sean Atwood, who's a total boss.
Shout out all the peaceful fires, all the peaceful killer robots, all the peaceful looters, all the peaceful rioters.
Yep, do that. Do
all the peaceful people throwing peaceful Molotov cocktails.
peaceful BLM. And
well, there is peaceful BLM.
There is.
Majority of them are peaceful. Like some of
I'd say so.
Soldiers.
Some of them are belligerent and bellicose.
Like rioter soldiers aren't that nice. Yeah. We have a few more videos that we could get into.
We covered a lot. We're doing what we can.
The cop that what's his name? Derek Chauvin.
Yep.
He
released on bail, $1 million.
And obviously there's gonna be a protest on that.
You think so?
Well, yeah, they're gonna be. Well, there is. We're watching them.
We're watching it right now.
There's just gonna be protests everywhere. What is it? Friday? Yeah, there's protests in your city. If you got over 200,000 people, there's gonna be some form of protest there. In Wisconsin and the smaller cities, even there's protests. Yeah, there's gonna be protests everywhere. Several dozen cities will have protests. I mean, there already is.
Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Kenosha, Wisconsin. We got Buffalo, New York.
Should he been released?
Rochester, New York.
I said he shouldn't have been released, but you said he should.
Who?
The cop that killed George Floyd.
Oh, I think that
did or didn't, I guess.
I think he should have access to getting bond, just like anybody else. Of course, it depends on the crime, and the stipulations of what's going on.
He posted Kyle's got delayed. Yeah, so that's unfair, right? Is Kyle still in jail? Kyle Rittenhouse? I guess so, right?
Kyle Rittenhouse,
he
was seen at the court actually earlier today, Zoom, and they are arguing over whether or not to extradite him to Wisconsin from Illinois because his lawyers are arguing that he would be in danger in an adult prison.
Well, I think it was. Well, yeah, he would be. He's an idiot.
He's a danger to himself and anybody around him.
There's also a video of him fighting girls. I showed it on my channel.
Yeah, he's belligerent.
I don't know. It's on YouTube. His sister was fighting some girls, so he jumped in and was fighting the girls. I don't know. He is like dumb for going out of state, even though it's close to him with guns and stuff. There's debate on whether the guns are legal or whatever because he's underage. I don't really care, but I guess it was self-defense because another dude there had a gun, another dude had a skateboard, he was fleeing. He just shouldn't have been there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he likes fighting.
The cop should be in jail, and he should probably be out on bail, on the $1 million bail.
Yeah, I mean, he attacked a girl. That's just...
Drugs killed George Floyd, because George Floyd was on drugs, right? What was he on, PCP? Is that what he was on?
I don't know. I would like to see evidence for that, Deborah Johnson, but I'm open to it. I did look into, and shout out to my subscriber.
He was on drugs. He was on drugs, but I think like almost the majority of people say that he like died of like strangulation, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I would say he definitely died from the cop, and anybody who.
We could review the video right now if we want the stream to end.
Yeah, I mean, I've done jiu-jitsu with
the stream will end immediately if we review it.
If you do jiu-jitsu before, you can choke somebody out,
he
quite
died
easily.
From fentanyl, yeah.
Quite easily. You can kill somebody. You can kill somebody in about 40 seconds.
There's debate
choking somebody out.
There's not much debate, but there is some debate that he died of fentanyl.
I guess he did have drugs in his system. I didn't verify that. I did look into whether or not he was a Freemason at the behest of one of my subscribers.
He had like
I found no such tattoo marking on him in the autopsy report that looked, according to my research, like it was Freemasonry.
We got a fight in the comments. Sharon says that kind of hurt me. I mean, it's my opinion that he died of, like, I guess a fatal knee attack by a cop. And your opinion is, wait, what do you think? Fentanyl or knee attack?
I think it didn't help that he had illicit drugs, or really, illicit is just a stupid word for that phrase, but so pardon me for using that. But drugs that are that dangerous, like fentanyl, it's not going to help your heart's ability to get its job done, right? Like cough syrup, in a way. And it certainly doesn't make it easier. That being said, I think that the cop did kill him. I mean, it's just a fact of life that it's easier to kill some people than others based on their biology. And that includes their ability to maintain a heart rate. And if you're on drugs, it makes it harder to do. I haven't verified if he was on drugs per se. I think again, meth in his system.
Should I take this? They keep sending it to me.
Time is running out to take Census Bureau's COVID-19 survey. So,
should I fill it out and take this COVID-19 survey from the Census Bureau? Give them all my information for COVID-19. Should I do that, you guys? Give all my information to the deep state.
So so Deborah Johnson, a big time follower, George Webb, one of my subscribers.
I think
she's one of my sugar mamas who hooks me up on Patreon.
Can I fill it out with
what's
your
up?
Information?
No. No, you can't. George Floyd, his family did. I saw he did in the news. They requested NATO assistance with police in Minneapolis.
Jenny,
I saw that in the news.
Who's got bunkers? Do you have a bunker, Jenny? Because I don't think most people have a bunker.
And keep stocking those bunkers. She might just be using that as
weapons.
A vernacular.
Yo, Jenny's saying get booby traps, defend your castle, space weather incoming next. I hope not. What does that even mean? Yo, you're scaring me. Space weather? We got space weather coming?
No, I'm gonna scare you right now.
Yo, how do we survive space weather?
I'm gonna scare you right now. What if this is like the coldest winter in like 50 years?
Is that what the space weather is? I don't know.
Well, you said the Yellowstone thing, right? What if that thing pops off? A bunch of people die in California, mostly communists. Just kidding.
Farmer.
I have family in California. That was a joke, folks. I'm not going to tell you where they live. Then, after that, temperature drops 10 degrees on average worldwide, as we saw in the video. Ridiculously cold winter, combined with the polar vortex, even though I don't think there's a polar vortex this year.
Yeah, well, that's what this YouTube channel talks about. The Ice Age Farmer. I don't know. They're okay. I haven't really watched much of them. Dang, Emma says I'ma still get a yacht.
It all makes sense now in terms of why.
Yeah, dude, my brother, he went sailing in the Philippines and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Eddie likes Ella's voice. He thinks that it's very East Coast.
Yeah, it was like Philadelphia or something like that. Or,
yeah, that's what it sounds
East
like.
Coast.
We debated it. New Jersey, maybe
tri-state, right?
It's East Coast-ish.
We are entering a period of reduced solar activity.
I don't sound East Coast though. I guess Eddie doesn't think so.
Has been going on for some time now.
Shout out East Coast.
And this is the Ice Age Farmer broadcast.
Yeah, so let me talk. Wait, I just want to.
What? Jenny's trying to dig an underground cliff-dwelling compound for the magnetic pole reversal, Ice Age, and flood. Yo, wow! I'm about to die then if that happens. Are you serious? I can't even repeat that. What the cliff-dwelling compound? Is that what's really needed? Magnetic pole reversal and Ice Age and flood.
Should we talk about the metaphysics of viruses?
That sounds so horrible.
So you believe in Jesus?
Wait, what? And you believe in Allah?
No, I don't. Why? People say that because of why? Because I have this beard now. This whatever this is.
Well, why did you go? You believe in Jesus.
No,
Why did
so
you
one of
do
my
that?
family. Okay, it was my aunt,
Why
and
did
we had a
you
great
do that
relationship.
then?
But she claimed that I'm a follower of Islam now. I don't know why. I'm actually not someone who attends worship in any sort of formal way.
No, you don't know anything
But
about Islam because I was trying to explain the difference between Sunni and Shia to you, and you didn't know.
I don't know. I still can't remember if I remembered a good mnemonic for that. But
There's not a very big difference, basically.
yeah, maybe I should just shave this, cut my hair. It's gonna happen one day, folks. I promise. I'm gonna cut my hair. I'm gonna shave. I'm trying to get my hair long enough to donate actually to Locks of Love because I've always wanted to do that.
Me too.
I just made that up. I haven't always wanted to do that. But my cousin, she told me when I was younger that I should do that. I never thought about it. And then I don't know. This year I was like, I should do that because I've been growing it for a while. Gonna cut it because I like having short hair.
Here's another channel that I like to watch. I mean, this video says "Prepare Now." The coming battle for America, Canadian prepper.
Oh, is Canadian prepper? Okay, I'm gonna talk over this. Deborah Johnson just brought this up. I wanted to talk about the significance of the George Floyd, his family asking NATO for help with their police department in Minneapolis because Webb has this theory that NATO troops
It is crazy.
will attempt to take control of the cities in the United States.
Yo, what is it?
By supplanting the police.
Space weather is coming. Fireballs will fire from the sky. Cause fire. Be ready. Yo, government is ready for space weather. Yo, you guys are tripping me out.
Yeah, the movie.
So I watch Canadian
I forgot
Prepper
the name of it.
sometimes.
Locks of Love is not a good charity. Look it up. Oh no!
I knew it. See, I was just joking when I said that. I was joking. It's obvious. I'm not growing my hair out. You see, it's short.
Oh,
I was joking.
Gosh.
He belongs to the deep state. It's so obvious. It's obvious that I was joking. I got short hair. This dude has long hair. He's actually growing out. Knew it. And he's part of the deep state.
1978. Can you explain that?
Subscribe to Shrimp Sue. I am not part of the deep state.
Subscribe to
I would never donate to a deep state place like that. Oh, come on, Addy. I can't believe you fell for that.
I don't know the language that affect part of the footage. What? Too much info. Till it's 4. So many comments. This is great, guys. I like it. Phone call. I like George.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk.
Shout out to George Webb. We got a George Webb mug in the store right now.
I got a George Webb interview on my channel.
George Webb mug in the store. People want to get that.
Yeah, I got a George Webb interview on my channel. Addy has
actually, I don't know. It might not have been approved yet, so it's still being processed, but it should be up there in a couple of days.
Addy has a lot of George Webb. I have like 1 or 2 George Webb videos.
If people want to see my George Webb content, you're gonna have to go to brandnewtube.com/@AddyAds ADDYADDS. You'll actually might see me featured on the homepage occasionally, which is pretty awesome. I don't know why they decided to do that, but I'm cool with it. So, George Webb interviews on YouTube have been removed. That's why they're mostly on brand YouTube, although 1 or 2 still are on my channel if people want to check them out. I also wanted to mention a documentary I saw because I saw a couple comments about child trafficking. I wanted to see your thoughts on Pizzagate, Podesta emails, DNC emails.
This is what you need to survive the coming apocalypse. I'm pretty sure, almost 100% sure, if you're not living like this, you may die immediately.
Oh, dude, I need to get Entropy.
Reversal happens.
Good question, Deborah. I'm gonna sign up for Entropy really soon here, so then I can actually get super chats because I got demonetized.
Is this what you're talking about? We need to be living like a little cliff city here.
Otherwise, people can super chat Shrimp right now on this stream. So go over to Shrimp's channel.
Really appreciate that.
But I wanted to ask you about Podesta emails because I saw this documentary. I did a review on it just now. It's called Out of Shadows.
Well, one person did already.
One person did what?
Yeah, super chat me, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. I would appreciate more super chats.
The wigs is supposed to get away for free. Just look it up. You'll see it doesn't take much digging. There are better charities to give your hair to. Dang. Okay, if anybody knows,
I knew it. He's part of the deep state Zionist, like super dictator regimes. They're obviously using the hair for biological super weapons designed to destroy the world, and he's about to donate his hair. Can't believe it.
they want world wars.
It's obviously a psyop, deep state.
Would you rather have? You'd
UN.
rather go to jail or rather World War?
I would never donate my hair like that, like he's about to.
Is there a good...
What? What? What are you laughing about?
Santa Claus is coming.
What's Eddie?
I've never gotten that before.
What does that mean?
Are you being serious, Santa Claus?
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? You're Jewish?
Look at this.
I don't know. He looks Jewish. He looks Mexicanish to me.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think when you look at me?
Mexican.
Racially, what do you think?
Mexican and white.
What do you guys think?
People think I'm just white. We'll go with it.
So we're Podesta. We're gonna put a pin on the Podestas. Stay with me, people.
We'll be whatever race you guys want us to be.
Free Pepsi Watson.
As long as you like and subscribe.
I'm getting a Pepsi Watson
makes-
T-shirt in the
if that
store
makes
very
sense.
soon. I haven't talked to Shrimp about it, but
Shrimp called you a Zionist. It's true. He is. He's always talking about it. How he like loves like Mount Zion and all this stuff.
Mount Zion.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on? I didn't even know if there's a Mount Zion. See, I didn't even know that.
That's above you. I'm just messing around. Nah, he's not. Eddie Eds is not a Zionist. I guess if one of us were to be the Zionist, it would be me, but I'm not a Zionist.
Karen is colorblind.
Am I a Zionist?
I'm a body natcher.
I mean, we did a video called like does Israel practice apartheid?
Look at DJ Ronnie G's guess.
I don't think either of us would be classified as Zionist.
25% Immortal Technique, 30%.
Oh, nice. Peruvian. We got Peruvians, German,
30% Thomas Muller,
Mexican, and white.
20% Andrea.
Wait, is that what
Pirlo.
people are, or what they think that
And
you
the
are?
rest is Scooby Doo, the Mystery Machine.
That's what Ronnie G is. He's.
Mrs. Wyatt thinks Mexican and Native American.
What do you guys think I am? You probably already know if you watch my channel.
I know it was a joke. That's why I said he looks Jewish. So.
Wait, who looks Jewish?
Okay, I don't think he actually thinks I look Jewish.
I don't think so. You don't look Jewish at all.
Yeah, because I've never gotten that before.
Yeah, you guys are going to get us banned on YouTube for even talking about this.
This is weird. It's like divulged into a race conversation.
Into a race war.
I've gotten mistaken. I was in Rome once. I got mistaken for a Filipino by a homeless man to whom I gave a cigarette. He thought I was Filipino.
DJ Ronnie's 75% Italian, 25% Russian.
And I was in Japan. I actually got mistaken for half Japanese.
Oh, he's guessing what Eddie is?
By someone who was Japanese.
Really? You think he's 25% Peruvian, 30% German, 20% Italian? I mean, you're basically close. He's Mexican and white. So,
yeah,
that's pretty close.
Cat's Eye View is back with dinner.
The president has converted to Jewish religion, says Lua B. His children have. Ivanka and her children. And Jared Kushner is.
I read.
That doesn't bother me. I don't care.
90 of our, I don't know if it was senators or congressmen and women.
Yeah, we got like 5 minutes left on this live stream.
No, we got way more than that.
We don't.
We got way more than that. Dual City. Oh shoot! Can we plug it in? We got like 5 minutes. They're dual citizens of Israel and the United States of America.
Yeah, you're gonna have to super chat me if you want me to plug this in. Otherwise, it's gonna have to end. I can end it. I can end this.
This guy is cruel.
Is this on your channel
He's
too?
Unusual. Imagine if this guy was in charge.
This is on my channel. This is on my channel. Is this on your channel too?
Yeah.
See, I can end it.
This isn't on our channels.
I could end this.
All of them.
If I don't plug this in, the camera's gonna die.
I mean, yeah, we're at 10%, so it's gonna be a bit.
That's up to me. I can end this thing right now.
Yeah, they heard you. Where was I? Why is it such that so many of our congressmen, congresswomen, senators are dual citizens of the United States and Israel? That to me is in and of itself
You getting into that?
conflict of interest. I think it's
I don't
warrant
think
for
so.
dismissal. I think anyone who has dual citizenship should be looked into. I think there should be a quota for dual citizenship, perhaps. Maybe that would be the
All right, I plugged it in. But
Maginot line.
you guys owe me. I plugged it in, so it's in.
Thank you, Shimsu.
We can continue, I guess.
Maybe that would be the Maginot line
I was about to end it though.
for just finding that happy medium.
Addy Ads viewers, subscribe to Shrimpsu because I could have ended it for Addy Ads here if I didn't plug this in. Everyone who watches Addy Ads, subscribe to Shrimpsu and go to theshrimpsu.com. That's for Addy Ads followers. If you're not aware of what's going on, this video is on Addy Ads channel and Shrimpsu channel. It's uploaded at the same time. So I'm trying to steal his viewers. How much money? Like a lot. We're gonna need $5,000 to continue this live stream. Yeah, let's watch another YouTube channel live.
I've been mistaken for Italian as well.
Really?
Anyways, we stopped talking about that. Enough about me. What about you? What do you guys?
You guys watch YouTube live.
What's on YouTube live?
Watch YouTube live.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about Saudi Arabia.
We're live, and then I'm watching YouTube live behind me. Jimmy Dore.
I don't know what that is. That's one of his shows.
This is the Jimmy Dore show. We're watching it. Well, they're watching us live. It's not making any sense.
Saudi Arabia. What are your thoughts on the country in the Middle East known as Saudi Arabia?
It's like the North Korea of the Middle East. Women and gay people and like minorities and Shias don't have any rights. You can't convert from Sunni to Shia. You can't convert. You can only convert from Shia to Sunni, and officially everyone there is Sunni Muslim, even though they have a bunch of Shias there. They're oppressed. Anytime there's protesting or rioting, it's always the Shias. You can't be Christian or Jewish there. You can't enter the country if you've been to Israel on your passport. They don't have human rights. Mostly for like women and minorities. And you can't drink there. You'd be like killed if you smoke weed, or like even drinking you'd be killed for it. Like ridiculous. Unless you're living in like some American like military compound there. Yeah, they have fancy buildings and there's a lot of people that drive Ferraris and like Hummers and stuff, but overall it's like North Korea with skyscrapers and Ferraris. But it's in the desert.
They have a crazy amount of money there. I think they own cats. They own big cats there.
Saudi Arabia uses oil to spread Wahhabi Islam to Pakistan, to Chechnya, all over the world.
You think so?
Yeah. Turkey vies for power with them.
You think they have a rivalry, or?
Yeah, because they're both Sunni, like, regional powers.
They're the same religion?
Yeah, more or less.
But they're both Sunnis, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Iran is Shia.
Okay, and again, who is the minority for us? I don't know.
It's like 80% Sunni, 20% Shia.
And the Crown Prince is
anywhere
Shia?
Anywhere you have conflict, there's always Crown Prince is Sunni in Saudi Arabia. They're all Sunnis, the whole monarchy.
But the majority is
Wahhabi, Sunni.
Okay. And you think they're responsible for quite a bit of terrorism?
Well, Wahhabi in the Salafist branch of Islam is. The Shia branch isn't responsible for terrorism, and the Ahmadis and the Druze, and there's other branches of Islam that aren't responsible for any terrorism. There's other ethnic groups that are Sunni also that are responsible overall for terrorism. Like the Kurds really aren't. The Turks really aren't either, and they're Sunni.
Turkish women are beautiful.
You don't really hear about Turkish terrorists very often, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
There's Sunni countries that aren't, but definitely Saudi Arabia is responsible for exporting Wahhabi Islam all over the world, which is the branch that is responsible for terrorism.
Wahhabi Islam.
Yeah. Or Salafists, like Egypt, which is basically the same thing.
Salafist.
Yeah. They prefer to be called Salafist than Wahhabis. Might be derogatory to call them Wahhabis in Egypt, and depends.
Yeah, one of my subscribers asked me about that. George Floyd was not a Freemason, as far as I could tell.
But you are.
No.
And I'm not.
I was invited to Queen Elizabeth's garden party. Thank goodness for lockdown.
We're lying. Are we lying?
So, speaking of Queen Elizabeth, Out of Shadows documentary. I was going to go into this a little bit.
Yeah,
earlier.
are we trying to spread fake news? Is that what they're saying to us? What's the thing that we said that was fake?
Wait, hold on. Kay has a question. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, though. Why was the cop there knowing he was being videotaped and continued kneeling on him? It just didn't look like an accidental scene to me, but I don't know. To me, it seemed like mutually beneficial in a way. I don't know. It's like...
Well, there's
like you said
filming
the other day, Shrimp, you're like, if anything, after this, the police are going to get more funding than they had before. Isn't that what you said?
Well, there's protesters filming it.
Yeah. I think what Kay's talking about, though, is how blase blah he is about...
I mean,
just kneeling on him. He just looks right in the camera.
These are just like regular people on the street filming it. So
yeah,
I mean, there's people everywhere. This is never going to happen today without somebody filming it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Every time somebody gets arrested or handcuffed or shot, it's going to be filmed out. Like nearly every time.
Yeah, this is true.
You don't need it to be like a fake psyop. This happens now. It's going to be filmed every time.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I think it's a good thing though that we have so many cameras in a way because of that.
You can check police with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like a double-edged. It's like mutually assured destruction if the power of videotape.
The government would not want to fake this video. This is like the destruction of the government going on right now. Politicians are like scared. They can't even walk the streets. Yeah, look at Rand Paul, who was nearly attacked by a mob.
Minneapolis is fucking dangerous.
Politicians can't look at Whitmer. She was almost abducted by like a militia.
That's fake, dude.
Both sides.
You actually believe that?
Yeah, both sides. Both sides. It's dangerous to be a politician. You don't think there's people out there that want to kill Democrats or Republicans?
Oh, they're definitely
because they're super political and they just want to do it.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. If you're a politician, Democrat or Republican, it's not safe to be on the street. Definitely way more street to be Republican, a liberal Republican, or I mean a liberal Democrat on the streets than is to be Republican. No Republicans are basically safe on the street, especially around protests and in bigger cities, but liberal Democrats might be safer.
Yeah, I used to want to be like famous, but it's so awesome being like.
I don't want to be famous at all.
Because
I don't want people to recognize me in public.
Yeah, dude. You get like a little more comfortable in public. I think. I don't know. I feel like I want to be like being recognized out in public like all the time. That would be quite annoying. You wouldn't be able to go get gelato with Luna, for example, which Shrimp and I did. We got that on video. But yeah, if people have questions for me personally, here I am, folks. This is Addy Ads, Anakin Skywalker, coming to you live from the Shrimp Castle. My name is Anakin. I'm YouTube's chosen 1. Other YouTubers that I really like: Ryan Dawson, Charlie Robinson. I've done chats with both. Piazza Nico Sif, I'm talking to again tomorrow, and Sam Samworth as well. I should be chatting with tomorrow or sometime this weekend. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but Cat is out of the bag. I just did. We got a couple new, at least one new person coming next week on both my channel and the Pandemic Podcast. Not to mention, I will be going to meet up with Mr. Webb next week, George Webb, as well as Neighborhood News Hour, to collaborate with those guys. Really looking forward to that. Should be tight. Yeah, it's just something I'm really looking forward to. But I wanted to mention also that I watched let me bring it up again. Out of Shadows documentary that I did a review on. If anybody hasn't seen it, I think his name is Mike Smith. But just look up Out of Shadows documentary 2020.
Taking the whole screen up.
And you'll see basically a Hollywood stuntman who is now retired.
Technical error.
He snapped his vertebrae, and it was through his therapist that he began to learn about ritual abuse and Hollywood, basically devil worship in a way. So I would recommend people checking it out. It's an hour, 17 minutes. Talks about like the diamond sign, this sign, the one eye sign, which I guess is significant. It mentions people too, like Maria Abramovich, and even some famous people like who was the musician? I think it was Sammy Davis Jr. I think that's who it was, and it really goes into detail on a lot of stuff in his journey with his therapist and everything that he taught or she taught him, as far as the abuse that went on in California over there. So I think his name is Mike Smith. His first name is Mike, and
yeah, don't lick me.
Yeah, Out of Shadows documentary 2020. I'm also currently watching UK's Hidden Shadows, which includes Anna Brees, who I mentioned earlier.
Trying to get on Anna Brees' channel.
It also, Anna, you got to get back. Excuse me, Miss Brees. Can we call you Anna? Let us know. Shrimp would like to get on your channel as well.
Shout out Airheads, mystery flavor and blue raspberry flavors.
Shrimps who likes Airheads. Rains List. Dolly just brought this up. This is also mentioned in UK's Hidden Shadows. It's not mentioned in Out of Shadows because the Rains List is actually from the United Kingdom. It goes over ritual abusers and pedophiles, really, who are in parliaments and politicians like Ed Heath, or Ted Heath, who used to be the Prime Minister of England. We see this with George H.W. Bush, who is...
Do I live in my mom's basement?
No. Who is...
See, I told you guys.
Now known in certain groups to be a pedophile. And we got Bill Clinton now with pictures of him coming out getting massaged by some young blonde thing. Presumably that he met through Jeffrey Epstein, although we never know.
Yeah, I need to do some more COVID videos.
So I'm about halfway through that. That one's about an hour and 31 minutes. And that's by Sean Atwood's team. So go over to his channel.
I've also heard that, referring to the comment by Jenny. I don't know who wants to get spinal fluid tap for COVID, though. That's going to suck. Hopefully the girl that I'm talking to is not watching this video, but I think we've been pretty moderate, so I don't think I said anything that would get me in trouble.
Wow, that's scary. SARS-CoV-2 can go past the blood-brain barrier, where the immune cells can't go. Also going to test negative on nasal swab positive spinal
So is that
fluid.
reptilian psyop NATO fake news, or is that true? I believe what she's saying is true because I've also
I
heard
read that as well.
So it's true. We're agreement on that.
Yeah, and it's also got the affinity for the ACE2 receptor, which we've mentioned before. We've talked about that before on the scientist roundtables. I've talked about that with Shrimp 2 and Paul, and how there's a high allocation or concentration of the ACE2 receptor in the lungs, although it's in multiple organs in the body and places in the body. ACE2 receptor enzyme and protein.
Yeah, I've seen the hot mic thing. I put that one in my videos where one of the people in the video was saying we've all been infected or we've all been vaccinated anyways. That was strange. I put that at the end of one of my videos. Yeah.
The scientific expansion is really making me think they wanted to spread.
There's a video where there's like a hot mic incident and like people cleaning up the room were like, we've been vaccinated anyways. Should I pull it up?
I did not.
You haven't seen that?
I have not seen that.
Almost swore on this
Thank
thing.
you for bringing that up, Jenny Simon. I don't know if anybody else is in the building who hasn't seen that. We're trying to provide a great show for you people tonight. This is Attican Chosen One on YouTube. Just a small, rural Wisconsin lad who is just trying to make his way in the universe, and he's met some Jedi Masters along the way.
Jedi Masters.
Maybe a Ronin or two.
Been going for an hour and a half.
We are trying to, this is the Great Awakening. We're all in this together as far as consciousness changing, growing, developing, transforming, transfiguring, metamorphizing, and ultimately mature in a way that benefits all humans and not just a few. We must stand behind the stars and stripes, behind the principles that back our nation, rather than the people who are supposed to represent it. This is Addy Ats, and I approve this message.
I guess I approve it too.
So let's see this video.
Oh, yeah.
The
rap video. Can we do this?
We'll move out.
The highlight.
Oh, no. Well, we're doing the rap video.
Commercial break.
We're doing this rap video. It's been on my list for a while. We're not drunk, actually. We're just crazy.
Welcome to Clown World.
The stupidity is real. I just can't believe how many rats are killing in this.
I saw you were like Caboosh. Yeah, it's Caboosh. It's hard. Durs, you have a Squadoosh. I saw that. Yeah, I did. Some movie maniacs. You guys, pretty good last adventure. Last one. Freaking hate you dudes. You guys suck. You're a bitch. Yeah, you're a bitch too. Swing in the streets, I'd be like, let's go this dude down. I hate him. Yeah, I hate you. You shut up.
He laughed. That's a lot of rats.
That's a nest. That's what they call a rat nest, and it is huge.
We're all just sitting there just humping on top of each other.
What should we do?
Well, let's just go get smacked, right?
Yep.
And assume
Schools are not opening.
No, hey, look, this is our problem. We're going to step up, and it's going to happen by Blake coming up with one of your creative, crazy ideas to get those rats out of here and into some kind of box or container.
I don't know, guys. I just
Censorship lives in Shih
I am
Tzu.
a freaking full-grown baby genius. I got it. Yeah.
Addie acting different. Oh, Dolly's getting uncomfortable.
Suit, and the rats all come to it, and they start
Well,
eating
this
it,
is-
and then while they're eating it,
I don't know what to say, Dolly.
This is a wholesome video. There's nothing inappropriate in it.
No, she's just seen a side of me she's not used to. I'm usually quite
Well,
really
we're just
serious.
reviewing,
I'm usually
like,
really serious.
We're just reviewing a funny video with rats in it.
Danny's loco at family barbecues. He'll take his penis out and put
Well,
it in a
that
hot
was
dog
an-
bun. We'll walk around to my aunt and be like,
Okay.
That was a little bit inappropriate.
What was?
And he's not even British.
Oh.
Yeah, but yo, Addie interviews like prostitutes and stuff on his channel, or ex-prostitutes. like sex. You like talk about like relationships and like stuff like that, but
Oh my gosh.
the rats are too much.
Yeah, Dolly's fine. She's cool.
Are you fine, Dolly?
She was like my third subscriber.
I think this is like the end of it.
something like
I'm
that.
sorry, Dolly.
Kamala has dual
Dolly,
citizenship.
if you subscribe to my channel, I don't show stuff like that on my channel. So
Jenny coming through again. Thailand Medical News is a fantastic website for COVID. They did a great article on COVID being found in waterways, and marine animals. Apparently, they get mega dosed because fish are like magnets.
I'm not going to get in exactly what type of test, but as soon as he was assured that he indeed tested positive for COVID-19, within an hour, we put out that information to the American people.
I'm not going to get into all the testing going back, but he and all the staff routinely are tested.
I'm not giving a detailed readout of his testing, but safe to say his first positive test was upon return, or at least after Bedminster that trip.
Do you remember when he had his last negative test?
I don't want to go backwards.
Do you actually know that information, Brian?
I personally do not. I don't know when he last tested negative, and I've answered this question a number of times.
I can't reveal that at this time. The doctors would like to keep it private.
When was the president's last negative test prior to his diagnosis?
So we don't have that.
Did the president at least comply with the Cleveland Clinic debate requirements to be negative tested in the 72 hours prior to that debate? Was that
you are
was the
very
president in
focused on
compliance with
looking
that?
backwards. The president is very interested in getting back
I'm very
on the
focused on
campaign
getting
trail
an
as
answer to
soon
this
as he does
question,
not.
Brian. I think a lot
As
of
soon as he
people
does not.
Obama. What an entrance. Obama. No joke. Is Addie added related to Obama? 2 D's, sir. Please. It's okay. Forgive me. What are we looking at here, Shrimp? We're live here with Shrimp Sue from the Shrimp Castle.
it's the protest video
With King
in
Shrimp.
response to the George Floyd cop getting off.
Berserker Salvador. Why Obama? Obama spelled wrong. 1 M, sir. That's okay.
Here's video of Trump responding about the backlash for the attempted kidnapping.
Accusing her of being ungrateful to his administration. 13 people, 7 of which were associated with an anti-government militia group called Wolverine Watchmen, were arrested on charges conspiring to kidnap her ahead
Is
of
that
next
them
month's
or
presidential
just
election.
random
At a
militia?
news conference, Whitmer accused Trump of fomenting political extremism. Trump hit back and accused the governor of having done a, quote, terrible job. His tweet read, "My Justice Department and federal law enforcement announced today that they foiled a dangerous plot against the governor of Michigan. Rather than say thank you, she calls me a white supremacist." Whitmer has been a frequent Trump target for her efforts to enforce social distancing measures. And on Thursday, she slammed Trump's comments at last week's presidential debate when the president deflected an opportunity to condemn white supremacist groups.
When our leaders meet with, encourage, or fraternize with domestic terrorists, they legitimize their actions, and they are complicit.
Earlier, U.S. Attorney for the Western District
What
of
are you
Michigan,
talking
Steve
about?
Berg, detailed the botched plot to abduct Whitmer, attack the state capitol building, and violently overthrow Michigan's government, an operation FBI agents became aware of on social media. Internal U.S. security memos in recent months have warned that violent domestic extremists could pose a threat to election-related targets.
Have more now on that chilling plot to kidnap and kill Michigan.
So it's fake.
Get out of here.
All right, let's end this live stream.
Yeah.
This thing's going too long. Let's end this.
Yeah, we went an hour and a half, people. We made up for our technical gap of 4.
Wait, what does this comment mean right here?
Oh, he was responding to my question. I asked him why. I don't know if that's good though. He called me Obama, but he spelled Obama with 2 M's. Wait, what did he say? It's up here.
Obama?
Or you say like I look like him or something. Oh, no joke. Is Eddie as related to him? That's what he said. That's what he said. Virus and fat tissue.
No.
Santa, USA troops, and other countries are expected to follow the laws of the land. Oh, Sharon Seabrooks says, love you. We love you too, Sharon. Then to Antifa and blame the right. Oh, deny. You have to fill me in your thoughts sometimes, Santa Claus. Berserker Salvador. Yes, thank you for that compliment, sir. I think that's a compliment. Although I guess he might be a pedophile now. Barack Obama may be a pedophile. That is our final closing thoughts.
That's the final thought. Barack Obama might be a pedophile.
We keep it 100 here, people.
Where does that even come from?
We keep it 100. I saw a picture, dude. I saw a picture.
Well, I'm not going to support that.
Photographic evidence.
I don't. I was going to say I have to see that, but I don't think I want to see that. Yo, don't be eating shrimp. I quit eating shrimp a long time ago. It's genocide. Disgusting.
Okay,
Don't
guys.
eat shrimp. Won't support that.
Stay frosty, guys.
Stay not eating shrimp.
Thanks for hanging out with us on this Friday night.
Well, you guys can eat shrimp. It won't affect me.
I'm probably going to have some chicken nuggets.
I don't eat this shrimp.